Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you all about this video that I'm going to be putting up this morning on YouTube, my lingerie video. So the video has 3 parts to it, okay? Because the reason why it has 3 parts, I just got on too many clothes, is because it was very long. I tried to do it all in one video, but I don't have a lot of space on my phone, so it wouldn't download, it wouldn't save to my phone for me to be able to upload the whole thing. So it's in 3 parts, okay? And I apologize for you all having to watch 3 videos, but the 3 videos that I put up, they're not very long, okay? So it's not like you guys are gonna be watching, you know, a video that's gonna be really, really, really long, okay? But it is a Shein lingerie haul. And I think you guys will like it. I did this video for the ladies, and specifically because the ladies really liked the last lingerie, Shein lingerie haul that I did. And so I did this for you guys. So I hope you all will be able to get on to Shein and get you some really good pieces, okay? They're very reasonable, very affordable. In regards to yesterday's video that I put up, talking about the lewd pictures. Well, this morning, just a few minutes ago, as I was dropping my son off to school, another guy sent me a picture of his penis, and then he sent a video of himself jacking off. I didn't want to see the video, so I banned him from inboxing me on my CC's Fashion is My Passion Facebook page. There's another guy who came on this morning to talk about my lipstick again. Whenever I figure out how to block you, you'll be blocked next. So I specifically put on this color lipstick because they're my lips, and I really don't care what you think. But I'm definitely gonna block you because something is wrong with you, because you always have something negative to say, always. And I just realized that you got some mental issues, so you need to work that out. I don't know what your deal is, but anywho, for those of you yesterday that gave me the advice and left the comments that you left on my video, thank you guys so much. You guys really made me feel great. You made me feel good. I really, really, really appreciate the feedback and for the positive comments that I received. And trust and believe me, I'm doing all that I can to ignore the nasty comments, because I know that as my channel grows, I'm going to get a lot more of that. I know that. And I do have thick skin, but I am a person who will argue back with you, and that's something that I have to learn to not do. I also am the type of person, and I've always been this way, and I will always be this way. My eye look funny. What's wrong with this eyelash? I've always been the type of person that believe in respecting other people. Respecting other people's space, respecting other people's time, so forth and so on, right? So I don't let people disrespect me. I don't care who you are. I just don't. I feel that if I give respect, I feel that I ought to get respect in return. Everybody is not gonna like everything. You know, we've talked about this before. You've heard me say this before. Everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna like your lipstick, what your content is, what your platform is, this, that, and the other. You know, but I am still CC. I'm still me. and I'ma still be me. I've been wearing colored lipsticks now for a couple of years now, and I've heard all kinds of nasty stuff. And it ain't your lips, it ain't on your body, it ain't on your whatever. So I really don't know why you care so much about it. Okay, so you just gonna stop in the middle of the street. You got to, I mean, park, do something. Find a parking space. I don't know what you need to do. You can't sit in the middle of the goddamn street. Oh, this motherfucker. Anyway, sorry. So I am me, and I love me, and I am very happy with myself. I believe that every human being needs to be able to be happy with themselves. If you tried to do everything that everybody wanted you to do, you would be crazy. You can't do what others want you to do. People don't have to like the way you look. People don't have to like the way you act. People don't have to like your content, your platform, this, that, or the third. They don't have to. But the thing that is interesting to me is that people always want to tell you what they should do, what you should do. Now, the guy who keeps talking about my lipstick, I've looked at your profile. You're not attractive at all. So see, here's the thing. When you start talking about other people negatively, because you always negative, always. I want you to go look in the mirror and look at yourself. You are not attractive at all. I want to say you ugly, but you borderline ugly, but you're not attractive, okay? I don't know what your deal is. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's a lot of men who hate their mothers, and I feel sorry for you. And you really hate your mama. You hate your mama really bad. You really, really do. You got a thing with women and always having something to say. But I just think there's a lot of people right now that's suffering from mental illness. And somebody wrote on the video yesterday that the pandemic has made more people come out with their mental illness issues. And I believe that that's true. I believe this pandemic, being in the house, not being able to socialize the way we were in 2018, 19, before this pandemic happened in 2020. I do believe that. I do believe that people have lost their minds. The world has gone mad. I honestly do believe that. A lot of people have some serious childhood issues that they never dealt with. And I'm going to say this. It's nothing wrong with getting some therapy, with getting some help. So, Sharks, the Truth, I think that's your name. You need to get you some therapy. You're very obsessed with me. And I don't know why you are so obsessed with me. And I know that it's because you probably want to engage me in a way and I don't engage you. So therefore, you have to come on and say something. Now, I want to also say this. People say, well, don't give these people any energy. I agree with you. I agree with you, because some people get off on you giving them a lot of energy. You know, it makes them feel all fuzzy inside or something like that. I don't know. But I'm just glad that I'm happy with myself. I'm just glad that I know who I am. I enjoy getting on YouTube and showing you guys the lingerie. I enjoy talking to you guys on the comments, or whether it be email. I enjoy fashion. I really, really do. And my channel is growing, and I thank God for that. And when I said yesterday that I would shut it down, I did mean that, because I'm pissed. I was pissed. But I have worked extremely hard to get to where I am right now on YouTube. And I'm not going to let nobody turn me around and deter me. If I shut YouTube down, it's because it's something that is affecting my mental health. And when it starts to affect you, your mental health, or you mentally in that way, then you need to reevaluate it and say, is it worth it? Okay. And I haven't got to that point, because it's not really so much about anybody else. It's more so about me and what makes me happy, what I find joy in. Originally, when I started the YouTube channel, I was going to come on every Saturday and do like one fashion trend. That kind of changed with time, because I realized that I wanted to do more, because I saw how I was getting this great response, and I was like, well, you know what? I need to do something different with the channel to take it up a notch. So I did that. And then I took it up a notch again with doing the lingerie. Pull over here. Ambulance coming. So it grew from there. And I will say this, it is a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's expensive, because you have to buy clothes or whatever, you know, whatever your brand is, or whatever you trying to show, you got to buy it, you know, as you're showing it. So it's very expensive, and it's very time consuming, and it takes up a lot of your time. You got to edit, you got to put this in and put that in and do this and do that. And then after you feel like it's a great video, you got somebody like Sharks the Truth who come on and talk about your lipstick or your hair, or you need to do this or you need to do that. And it can be very discouraging. It can be extremely discouraging. And my question is to this dude, where is your woman at? Where is your wife at? What, you know, some people, some men and women, they are so unhappy with themselves. They hate themselves. And so they exude that to other people because they hate themselves. And I'm going to tell you something. It's really, really bad when you don't like yourself. It's really, really bad. When you don't like yourself and when you hate yourself, I think that's the worst feeling in the world, when you hate yourself. And I am so glad that I am at the point in my life that I love me. And I mean, I love me. Every part of me I love. What I don't consider to be attractive, or what I consider to be a flaw on me, I love. Because I don't believe that God made a mistake when he made me. None of us are perfect. I got big lips. I got full lips. I would never, back in the day, because people used to tease me about how big my lips were, I would have never wore this color lipstick. Because they say, oh, your lips are too big for that. Or you shouldn't wear that because your butt is too big. Or you shouldn't wear that because your thighs are too big. Or you shouldn't wear that because you got too much cellulite. Listen, I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do. And that's the beauty in loving yourself, is that you do what you want to do, whether somebody thinks that it's ugly or not. I do not get on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and look for people to compliment me. Because if you compliment me, thank you. But I'm not looking for that, because when you are secure within yourself, and when you love yourself, you ain't looking for nobody to say you beautiful. You ain't looking for nobody to say you got it going on. You ain't looking for it. Is it nice to hear? Of course it is. We all like recognition, and we all like attention, okay? That's just the bottom line. But when you get to a point in your life that you don't care what nobody thinks about you, when you get to a point in your life that you can look in the mirror every day and say, girl, I love you. You're wonderful. You're gorgeous. Mary J. Blige new song, Good Morning Gorgeous. I was doing that before she brought that song out, but I love that song and I play it a lot. So for all the women that watch my channel, if you feeling discouraged, if you feeling down, if you have a YouTube platform and men or women get on and dog you or talk about you or say something about you, just know this: they don't really like themselves. They really, really don't. And it really has nothing to do with you. It really has a whole lot more to do with them. And the only reason why they get on and they say something negative about you, or talk about you, or talk about this, that, and the third about you, is because they're lonely, they're depressed, they have a mental illness that they haven't dealt with. And Sharks the Truth is mentally ill, unstable, needs some therapy. I could go on and 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 on. But that is, he is one of many. It's so many Sharks the Truth out here. It's so many of them. And the fact that his name is Sharks the Truth, is that last part should have been troll, because he's a troll. He just trolls YouTube channel telling women what they should look like. I hope you get some help. I hope you get some professional help. I don't know what kind of help well, I do know what kind of help you need. You need to go lay on somebody's couch and talk about your childhood, and talk about things that you have not resolved within yourself, with your mother or your grandmother, or whatever woman in your life raised you or was in your life, and really talk about why you hate women, and really deal with that, because you got some deep issues. So I don't want to keep talking about that. And the other thing I want to say is that, you know, I was looking at somebody's channel, and they were saying they don't know if they don't feel, or they don't know if YouTube is for them, because, you know, you like I said, you put all this time into it and money, and then people don't watch it, or people don't subscribe, and then you say to yourself, well, what should I do different, right? What should I do different to get people to watch it? The only thing I can say is that you have to be yourself. You cannot be anybody else but you. You have to just be who you are all day, every day. On YouTube, off YouTube. What you all see on YouTube is me off YouTube. I am nobody different. I am the same person. And anybody that knows me, that's on this platform, that watches, that really knows me personally, will tell you that that is true. One of my friends that I've been knowing for years, is my best friend. She got on there last night and said, she was like, I know you. She said, you work, and you work hard, and you definitely not no prostitute, and you ain't never put yourself out there like that. She's been knowing me for years. So people that really know me, they know who I am, and they will tell you, yep, that's how she act on YouTube. It's how she act in real life. And that's what you have to do. You have to be yourself. You can't get on YouTube, you know, trying to be all proper and prim and all of that. Just be yourself. Just be authentic. Be who you are. Be who you are. Don't worry about whether people are going to like it or not. Because this is the thing about being on YouTube. You don't really know what people really, really want. You can get on YouTube. There's something in my eye. You can get on YouTube, and you can get on there, and you could do a whole segment, like a cooking segment, right? And people will get on there and say, your food look nasty. You didn't cook that right. Where your gloves at? Well, I don't use that kind of seasoning salt. Now, if you get on somebody's platform that's cooking and nasty to them, they just cooking a meal. I would never eat that. That look like some nasty shit. I've seen people do that on people's cooking channels, you know? So you don't know what people gonna say, number one. Number two, you will be running around with your head cut off your shoulders trying to please everybody that's on YouTube. You can't do it. You just cannot do it. You can't please everybody. You cannot do everything that everybody wants you to do. You would just be damn crazy, because you don't really know what people want on YouTube. You don't know if they're going to like it. You don't know if they're going to say, oh yeah, I'm going to watch her, or I'm not going to watch her. Or, yeah, I like it, or I don't like it. I mean, you just don't know what they want. You really, really don't. So, the best thing to do on YouTube is just be you. And get on there and just talk and show what you're going to show. And let the chips fall where they may. And if people like it, they'll watch it. If they don't, they won't. I've seen people that's been on YouTube. I've been watching them for years. Some people have been on YouTube 13, 14 years. And they still only got 1,000 subscribers. And that's discouraging to a contenter who's really, really trying. You understand what I'm saying? That's discouraging. But again, you don't know what people really want or what people are really willing to watch. If you're not captivating and you don't grab them or catch them, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So you just don't know what content to bring. You just don't know. All you know is that you have a passion for a certain thing, whether it be home decor, whether it be fashion, whether it be cooking, whether it be a how-to, let me show you how to do something. Whatever your passion is, you don't know if it's going to connect to the people that's looking at the videos. You just don't know. And that is the drawback with YouTube. And then when you get the negative, nasty, thumbs down on the video, you really, really feel some type of way. And then people say, well, don't take it personal. Well, let me say this. In saying that to somebody, you have to realize that in order not to take some things personal, then you're not a person. Then you're not human. Then you're just a robot. Then you're just a person that is a robot. And that ain't how we operate. These are real people on YouTube. So it's so easy to tell somebody, don't take it personal or ignore it. And I agree, I'm not disagreeing, but that's not how God made us. That's not how God made us. Like this guy I'm telling you all about, he's a troll. I saw him on somebody else's YouTube and I said, oh, okay. So he's just a troll. Then yesterday somebody else wrote to me, well, I don't think this is happening to anybody else. You seem to be the only one complaining. What? I didn't get on there yesterday and talk about nobody else. I thought I was talking about me. And if it's just happening to me, which we don't know if it's just happening to me, where the penis pictures are being sent, what does that have to do with what I was talking about yesterday? What does that? And I said to this person, you missed the whole point of what I just said. A lot of y'all don't listen to what is being said. You only hear it, but you don't listen. See, listening, comprehending, and hearing are three different things. I can hear what you're saying. That don't mean that I was listening. And then that doesn't mean that I comprehended it. So he missed the whole point. So that kind of pissed me off because I'm like, did you not hear? And so then I said, you know what? This person obviously is one of those people who he just looked at the video and he didn't really listen. It's very obvious that the other guy who sent the video of him playing with himself and the penis picture, he didn't hear it yesterday either. I don't know what kind of response men want me to have when they send that to me. It don't make me say, ooh. Now, if you had $5,000 or $10,000 laid out on the bed, I'm pretty sure I would have been like, wow, that's a lot of money. I might have got excited. But a penis, you playing with yourself, that doesn't do anything for me. I realize that for a lot of women that's thirsty for sex or ain't had sex in a long time, that might make them go, wow. It doesn't for me. It doesn't. And it is not that I don't like men. I love men. But I find that if you have to go that far to show a woman your penis or play with yourself or anything like that, that you are just disgusting and you are a pervert. And you're probably a sex offender too. You're probably on the sex offender list somewhere in some state, I'm sure. Because that's perversion and that's perverted to send that to a stranger, to somebody that you don't know. So that tells me that you probably like little girls. You probably are some type of freak pedophile, that you're a rapist, that you have violated women or young girls. One time somewhere in your lifetime, you've done that. Because if you take the time out to make a video of you masturbating, you have did something to somebody some type of way. You have violated them. Because that's not normal behavior to want to send somebody a video of you getting off. That's just not normal. It's just not. It's just not normal. So I'm sure. Do I want to park here? I think I'll park right here. Some ice over there. So I'm sure that somewhere along the way, girl, you better put this car in park. Back up. You probably are a pedophile. It's a lot of people in the world that got some serious issues, and I'm just gonna pray for you. I did block this person, and I do plan to block the other guy that I'm talking to you all about, this troll person. I'm not going to call him the troll or the truth or whatever the hell his name is. But I am going to keep doing YouTube because it's what I enjoy. I don't know where it's going to go. A lot of people say, oh, your channel is really taking off. It may, and it may not. It just depends on what people want. And like I said, sometimes you just don't know. But nevertheless, I enjoy you guys. The people that get on that make sense. Okay. Ladies, I hope that you enjoyed the Shein lingerie haul. Again, I apologize for it being 3 videos, but just roll with it. And hopefully, the next haul will not be like that. But I had so many lingerie pieces. I had 14. And I just couldn't get all of that in one video. So, anywho, you guys, I hope you all have a great day. And, you know where I'll see you back in CC's Fashion is my fashion YouTube video. All right, you guys, have a good day. Bye.